Welcome back, beautiful people. Welcome back. It's your girl Tammy from T Care for Life, and today we're going to talk about a well overdue subject or topic. We're going to be talking about skincare, and I'm also going to tell you my backstory of how I started and how I ended up here today with this skin. And basically we're going to talk about the products. Of course, I went to Sephora. We also went to different places, and I'm going to tell you basically all about what your girl does in order to maintain this skin. So grab yourself a snack, maybe some hot chocolate considering it's the holidays, and depending on where you are, it may be a little bit nippy, some hot chocolate. Come on back and let's talk about this skin. First things first, how did I get here? My skin wasn't always here. Actually, let's see. I was born with perfect skin. Let's just put that out there. But by the age of 3, your girl developed what's called eczema, all right? And it wasn't just like regular eczema. Well, let's just say this. There's no such thing as regular eczema, first of all. But when I say regular eczema, I'm talking about maybe a little patch here or a little patch there. No. Your girl had full-blown eczema. 95% of my body. The only place that I didn't have eczema was in my scalp and in my pubic areas. Thank God, because your girl, a lot of hair, and who wants eczema in their scalp? That would have been a disaster. I might have had to shave my hair, I don't know. But anyway, and the pubic areas, we didn't have the eczema there, but we had it all over the body. Eyelids, neck, fingers, hands, behind the legs, everything, you name it. It was really hard growing up at that time because they didn't have all of the medical or medicine formulas that they have today. They did have a lot of steroid creams, which is where we ended up. We ended up using a lot of steroid creams. At first they told my mom do the Aveeno bath. Aveeno has been around for some years, probably even way before I was born. And we did like the oatmeal Aveeno baths and everything. To me, in my mind, that didn't really help. They had something called Lubriderm back then, blue and white bottle. Didn't really help. I felt like that made my skin even more irritated. And it was simply because, like I said, my eczema was so bad. It was like scaly. It was like layers of thickness on my skin. And they were like open sores because, of course, your girl being 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, your girl would scratch them until it left open wounds. However, the treatment for that, like I said, it took a lot in order to get where we are today. My mom took me to many different dermatologists until one day she took me to one doctor. Actually, let me just disclose this as well. I have asthma, and I had an asthma attack at that time, so my mom had took me to the emergency room. And the doctor, thank God, he was well equipped and well qualified, and he said to my mom, does she, or should I say, do you realize that when she gets her breakouts, is it like 2 weeks leading up to asthma? And my mom is like, yeah, you know what, yeah, of course. Like, I noticed like just before her asthma, before she has a really bad attack, her skin breaks out even worse than what it is. So he's like, well, I need you to change her diet. So we started with that. Your girl was allergic to everything. That's first of all. I was allergic to everything. And the crazy thing is, I had siblings, a bunch of siblings who didn't have allergies, so they would be able to eat seafood, fish, chicken, eggs, chocolate, milk, you name it, they ate it. Okay, and it was crazy because I felt kind of left out. Everybody's eating this stuff, and it's, you know, it's only but so much not eating in front of a person you can possibly do. Okay, and keep in mind, they're all young as well. And it was rough. So the only thing, it got to the point where the only thing I was able to eat was 2 to 3 things, and I'm gonna put it out there. White rice, no butter, no salt, along with oatmeal. No milk, no cinnamon, no nutmeg, no sugar. It was that serious. It was that serious. If I ate canned foods, canned goods, I would break out. If I had maybe, let's say, some birthday cake with eggs inside of it, I'd break out. So it was that bad. Hypersensitive to everything. And it lasted like that for a lot of years. A lot of years. I didn't clear the eczema until I became a teenager. Ridiculous, right? And it was rough, but nevertheless, we didn't give up. My mom, she would try so many different remedies. It was hectic to take baths because, of course, you have these open sores. They're burning, you know, in the water, basically, they're burning. And the crazy thing about it is also when you would get out of the bath, the temperature of the water would irritate the skin even more. So it was such a disaster. But nevertheless, we got through it. You know, thanks to my mom, she did her due diligence. She tried so many things. Shout out to her for that. And we tried so many different creams, from hydrocortisones to triamcinolones to what else? I mean, you name it, we've tried it. So many different things. And what I will say is the diet helped to an extent, yes. But the asthma kept occurring, so the skin kept breaking out. That's another thing. If you're asthmatic, I'm saying all of this to basically bring awareness as well. Everything works together. They're all allergies. Asthma is allergies of the lungs. Atopic dermatitis, eczema is allergies of the skin. You know, so they're all tied. What really helped me? I know a lot of people is waiting for that answer. This particular cream called Mometazone, aka Elicon cream. Let's see, is it 0.1%? I'm going to put it in the description bar. I'm going to link it. I think it's 0.1%. I was supposed to pull it with all the stuff that I have, but I forgot to pull it. And I know it's not far from here, but anyway. That cream right there, when I tell you, you put it on your skin, you're going to feel irritation. You're going to feel like there's a burning sensation, but I guarantee you by the time you wake up the next day, your skin, you're going to start to see a difference. You are going to start to see a difference. The Elicon cream, oh my goodness, whoever created that, thank you, thank you, thank you. It worked wonders. And so with that being said, let's see. By the time I hit the age of 14, puberty kicked in. Yeah, it kicked in a little longer for your girl, but that's a good thing. Well, nevertheless, I broke out with acne all over my face. So I finally get to kick the eczema by the age of, I would say, 13. And by 14, my face all over, T-zone especially, severe acne. At that time, yeah, they had some dermatologists. Who knew to go to the dermatologist at that time? Nevertheless, you kind of go to your primary care physician. They give you maybe some clindamycin topical to put on. But nevertheless, the type of skin that I had, it would only work for short periods of time before the skin became immune and it would just stop working. I even took my mom's remedy book and they suggested to wash your face with, I'm gonna say it, detergent, clothing detergent. I was washing my face with Dawn dish liquid, tied with bleach, and all it was doing was it was drying out my skin even more, producing more oil, because most of you know that acne comes from oil buildup on the skin, getting the sebaceous of glands being overactive and your pores being clogged, which leads to bacteria and pimples. That didn't make it any better. So that was within itself a mess. Fast forward, by the time I'm in my 20s, still breaking out. The breakouts are not as bad, but your girl is still breaking out. I'm like, okay, I thought this was supposed to be a teenage thing. Hit the 30s, still breaking out. I run to the dermatologist, and the dermatologist is like, I went to a dermatologist within the area, because we're talking about now, you know, medicine is a lot better and stuff like that, and your girl has a lot more knowledge. So it's like, okay, we don't need a primary care physician for this particular situation. We need the dermatologist. So went to the dermatologist, and she's like, I think from what I see and from what you're telling me, this is something that's hormonal. It started with your menses and it's not going to end until after your menses, aka your period. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about, woman? So anyway, long story short, so she decides to put me on an acne medication regimen that was working good, which is the tretinoin. And what else did they give me? They also gave me antibiotics, oral antibiotics. At the time, it was tetracycline. I'm lying. It was doxycycline, the other cycline. So I was taking doxycycline along with the tretinoin, topical, and so on and so forth. And I realized that made a big difference. However, the doxy, or should I say the doxycycline, was a much lesser dose. It was like 100 milligrams for like 30 days. And I'm like, I can't live on antibiotics the rest of my life. This is doing too much. I went to one of the best known dermatologists in Inglewood, New Jersey. Dr. Barachi is her name. Just in case you're wondering, I'll probably leave her information as well. Dr. Nana Barachi says to me, now here's the thing, when you go to see her, she has an upfront co-payment. I think her co-payment is like $250. I don't think it's $500. It may be like $250, $300, whatever, around that price point. I see Dr. Barachi because your girl is desperate. I'm like, why am I still breaking out? This is ridiculous. I'm a grown woman at this point. I have kids. Come on, let's get it together. And Dr. Barachi says the same thing. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? So I heard that from the local dermatologist. I heard that from one of the top-notch specialists. And she's like, I could give you some medication that could like kind of slow the hormones down, but I would suggest that you don't conceive or you don't get pregnant. I'm like, girl, you're the best, but I don't want to subject myself to that, because let's say we're humans. Let's say if we get knocked out, we get pregnant, like, you know, this is kind of crazy. So I never took it. She gave me the prescription, but I never took it. And what I did do was I started including a lot more water in my diet, which helped a lot. I also realized that I was not only just having acne, but I was also still having like eczema as well, intertwined with the acne. So I started kind of like putting hydrocortisones on my face at night, which would take down the irritation. And I would use like the acne medication that they prescribed to me, and I realized that was working good, which is the tretinoin. And so basically just kind of watch what you eat, include more water, and also visit an esthetician at least, if not once a month or twice a month, at least maybe every 3 months. That's gonna help. Anyway, started doing that, went to the esthetician, and your girl couldn't keep up with it. I'm a busy woman, I couldn't keep up with it. So I ended up doing laser hair removal. Laser hair removal for the arms, laser hair removal for the pubic area, the legs, the whole body, minus the head obviously, but I did laser hair removal all over. So yes, it's the best thing ever. The only thing was I got a little excited, and your girl is hairy, you know what I'm saying? The hairline damn near connects to the eyebrows. If I don't shave my eyebrows, if I don't part the Red Sea, they literally connect. So I was like, you know what, I want to do some laser on my face. This was earlier this year. Let me tell you, who told me? And my face at this point was like literally had cleared up. All right, it had cleared up. It was looking good, but me with my little inquisitive ass, a little fast ass, went to get laser hair removal on my face. When I tell you breakout, it took me back to high school. The only difference was they presented itself as if it was acne, but it was like a weird type of acne. If I could find the picture, I'm gonna insert it. No shame, all right? This is like, you gotta put it out there in order to help others, because you never know who's going through something similar to you, if not the same thing. And I was like, what the hell is this? So I started treating it with all the acne medications that I accumulated over time and stuff. And I'm like, let's go. You got to get off my face. This is not cutting it. It was to the point where it was so textured that when you would put makeup on top of it, it was like standing out. So I'm like, oh my God, did I ruin my face at this point? Because the acne medications are not responding to it. I was just doing everything, washing with certain things, and it seemed like nothing I would do would work. So I went to my esthetician, and she's like, Tammy, like, what happened? Like, this looks like acne, but I don't even think it's acne. I'm like, girl, you're telling me? I feel the same way too. So she's like, here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna do a deep cleaning, but I don't know how much that's gonna help you. But what I would suggest is that you don't do the laser hair removal on your face ever again. I'm like, you ain't gotta tell me twice. Trust me, I had already made up my mind that I was not gonna do that anyway, considering, right, everything that I was going through. So I ended up watching my girl Aaliyah's face video. Shout out to Aaliyah. And she was talking about Curology. And it's so ironic because that night I turned on another video. Now I didn't even know Curology was within that video. But God, when he answers prayers, he answers prayers. When it's supposed to happen, it happens. And another girl was talking about Curology. And I'm like, okay, this is just not a coincidence at this point. And I've wanted to try it before, but it was at this point I was like, they all say the same thing, proactive. Everybody says the same thing. I've done proactive in the past. Let alone the skin gets accustomed to it. It doesn't work anyway. It's not as good as they claim. Whatever, right? So long story short, I filled out the application for Curology online. They asked me to take a picture of the acne and all that stuff, frontal, all sides view of my face, submit it to them, and they said a nurse was going to contact me the next day because it was evening time when we did all of this stuff. The nurse contacted me. I explained to her what's going on. She was like, no worries, no problem. I got you. I'm going to put something in the mail for you. And she did. And it was the, let's see, my solution was tretinoin, clindamycin, azelaic acid, along with the moisturizer. Let me tell you, when I tell you this Curology stuff worked, it worked. It worked, it worked, it worked. And it also comes with the face wash as well. My face was clearing up, left and right. Stuff that we thought at one point wasn't gonna come off. They were like, how can I explain it, guys? It was like acne pimples, yes, but it seemed like it was in the skin, but it couldn't, it wasn't like, I can't even explain it. It's crazy. They were on the skin, but you know how, like, for instance, when you have acne, the pimple is on the outer part of the skin and you could kind of squeeze it. You're not supposed to, but you could squeeze it. I'm just giving an example. Well, this was more like inside of the skin, so squeezing it made no sense. What, you're gonna squeeze it and it's gonna backfire and go inside the skin? It was weird like that. Like I said, I'm gonna try to insert the picture to show you exactly what I'm talking about. But the Curology, it helped. So I was on like this monthly regimen where they would send it out every month. I think at the time it was like $70 per box, but let me tell you something, it works so fast. Within 3 months, my skin became even better than what it was before I started using it, before I had the initial breakout. And I still include this in my regimen from time to time because, like according to the dermatologist, I'm gonna break out until the hormones subside, which is gonna be years from now, right? This is at least what they say. So in the meantime, maintenance. So having this on hand is great. My skin at this point is looking superb. All right, smooth. Another thing is it's one thing to cover it with makeup, right? But your foundation, when I say foundation, meaning your skin has to be taken care of first and foremost. Because once you take that makeup off, you still have to live with reality. You know, so taking first priority when it comes to skincare is a must. At this point in time, I feel comfortable running around the place without makeup because my skin is where it needs to be, thanks to my esthetician, also thanks to Curology. And let's see, let's jump on into this video at this point in time as far as what I get to keep the skin looking flawless, because I notice when your skin is where it needs to be, you require less makeup, less pumps, all right? Less pumps of that foundation on your face. You don't need as much because you're not trying to cover up anything. You're just trying to like even out, you know, even things out and get your color, you know, get your complexion to pop a little bit. Let's see what we have. So for skincare, I go to Hand and Stone Massage and Spa. I get my massages from that place along with my spa treatment, facials, and all that cool stuff. And my esthetician, she recommended, in order to keep the maintenance going, to use Dermalogica Dermalogica products. Dermalogica products, I think, in my opinion, doesn't get enough play. They don't get enough hype. These products, look at your girl's face. These products are everything. And I know for a fact I'm going to continue using these products. They have products, not just for acne, but they have just regular products like face wash, moisturizers, stuff like that. So I think this is going to be something that I'm going to keep in my staple for a very long time. I got their special cleansing gel. This is it's a professional grade skincare, obviously, gel. And it's a gentle foaming cleanser. When I tell you this gets all the makeup off at night, it does the job. It's just basically, even though the bottle is huge, which is okay because it just means it's gonna last longer. I think this bottle, to be honest, was about $68, and it's just their cleanser, their soap, so to speak, face wash, everything. And this right here is for like all skin types. She was explaining to me to get the salicylic acid facial cleanser, and I was saying to her, I have no problem getting the salicylic acid facial cleanser, but I'm not breaking out all the time because I'm doing like all of this maintenance treatment and stuff. And I was like, all right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get this for when we don't have any breakouts, because we all know breakouts are unpredictable. We're gonna get the regular special gel cleanser along with the what she recommended, which is the clearing skin wash with the salicylic acid for when we do have the breakouts. And she was like, all right, fair enough. And my homegirl Jasmine behind the counter, she's so sweet. Hey, Jazz. She was like, you know what, Tammy? Get what you think is best for your skin. And yeah, she's like, listen, if you feel like because Jasmine, the person that works there, she gave me the sample. After I purchased all of the other stuff that I'm going to show you, she gave me the sample of the special cleansing gel. And I fell in love with it, to the point where I had to, like, the next time I went back a couple days later, I had to get the big bottle. But my esthetician, she was like, listen, get the salicylic acid one. So I was like, you know what? Let me just get both of them for the breakouts and on the days where your girl is good to go. So I have this one right here. Like I said, it contains salicylic acid, and it's called Active Clearing Skin Wash. Haven't tried it yet because the face has been good. All right, so I haven't tried it yet. That's why I just took it out the box. But I have been using this one right here. And she suggested that I get the Powerbright moisturizer. This right here has SPF in it as well. It leaves the skin feeling nice and soft, which is a great thing, and it also protects from the sun. And sometimes at night I use this stuff right here, but my esthetician was like, you don't need it right now. Since we're doing the whole regimen, we're doing the facial peels and we're doing the different things, we don't need to include the Curology right now. So I've been like having the Curology on standby, only if necessary. Right now I'm using the Powerbright moisturizer. It has SPF, which is perfect, protects you from the ultraviolet rays of the sun. All right, keeps your skin looking good, and it's a dark spot defense. It has a dark spot defense mechanism in there as well. And this, like I said, is the Powerbright moisturizer. Let me show you what it looks like. Your girl has definitely been using this. I've been a good girl, because a lot of times in the past I haven't been doing the SPF, and I did purchase some SPF from, it's a well-known company for Sephora. I can't remember the name, but I haven't been good with that. But for some reason with this right here, I've been doing my thing. I like how it leaves your skin feeling. In fact, after I wash my face really good with this stuff right here, I go in with the moisturizer with the SPF, and I put my makeup on top of it. And look, it looks amazing. So it's not one of those creams where it's going to be like greasy, it's going to be irritating, it's going to be sticky. It's none of that. And let's see what else she told me to use at night. She told me to use the Powerbright Overnight Cream. And I've been using it, of course. A little pump goes a far way. You don't even have to squeeze it all the way, just a little, and that's it. Take it, put it in your fingers, and make sure you rub upward. You feel me? Keep that face nice and tight. Keep those facial muscles in place. No sagging, no sagging. And she told me to purchase the Powerbright Dark Spot Serum in case like I have any acne breakouts or whatever, and they do decide to leave any dark demarcation or hyperpigmentation. She got me covered. Same thing, just a small amount goes a long way, and put it on the affected area that may be a little bit hyperpigmented. Yeah. And what else we got? Oh, and Jasmine gave me another sample. This is the Balanced Skin Essentials, and I think it has like, let's see, it has a daily microfoliant. It has the daily microfoliant, along with the Active Daily Cleanser and the Active Moist. Let's see, Daily Microfoliant, Active Moist, which is an oil-free lightweight moisturizer, hydrates and improves skin texture, along with the Active Clay Cleanser, purifying prebiotic cleanser that removes excess oil to help balance dry skin. Or no, oily skin, not dry skin, oily skin. So yeah, this is a sample. She's always hooking your girl up the samples. I haven't tried this yet, but it's Dermalogica, so I would definitely assume that is some good stuff, because from what I see so far, their stuff is on point. It's A1, and it's definitely doing what it's supposed to do. It's giving, all right? It's getting the job done. Let me put my stuff back up neatly, and let's see what else we got. We're gonna jump on into our Sephora haul. Yes, but of course, you know, I had to give you the backstory. I gotta let you know what's going on. I'm not just gonna say, you know what, guys, today we went to Sephora and we picked up a bunch of stuff. We picked up a bunch of stuff for what? You know what I'm saying? You gotta explain what you've been doing, how you've gotten to this place, and you know, and so on and so forth. You get the gist. Anyway, from Sephora, we got the not De Janeiro, but Janeiro Balm Dia Bright Cream. This right here, some good stuff, guys. I use this literally on my skin. As a matter of fact, listen, let me show you. The smell is like everything. Oh, it smells so good. I've had this so far for about a month, and of course I put this all over my skin, keep that skin nice and soft. And yeah, your girl don't really get eczema breakouts anymore. To be honest with you, I don't break out anymore. My skin, if you look, no demarcations, no nothing, from head to toe. Thank you, Jesus. So yeah, can you tell that I had eczema in the past? Nope, unless I say something. And when I use like certain creams and different things, is my skin affected anymore? No, thank God. Back then, like I said, I couldn't use certain things. I would break out from just looking at it, broke me out. And like I said, this is the Balm Dia Bright Cream. It's infused with renewing fruit and AHA, which is alpha hydroxy acids, which is good for the skin. It protects you from wrinkles, and you know, it keeps the skin looking nice and tight. And it also has an infusion of vitamin C. And this is the Sol Janeiro Balm Dia Cream. I use that all over. And of course, I gotta keep this in stock. All right, you see how much I have left in here. Don't act like you don't know. I also picked up the Bum Bum Body Scrub. Now, this right here, for one, I love the smell. Let's just get that out of the way. And let's see, it's with ultra fine sugar crystals and crushed kupuka seeds, I believe that is. But the great thing about it is it's made with brown sugar, so it's natural. And when I tell you, this thing right here, I don't just use it for my butt. I use it for the entire body, all over. I get in that shower and I go in and I exfoliate, because the smell alone would make you want to exfoliate the bathtub with the stuff. It's so good, and it definitely gets the job done. In a month, this is where your girl is. I barely have anything left in here. This might just be enough to exfoliate my elbow, to be honest. Good stuff. And I got this from, obviously, as you know, Sephora. And let's go over the prices. The brightening cream is $45. And the Bum cream, it was $42. I got the, let's see, the Fenty Skin Butter Drop. I've been hearing so many good reviews about this cream, so I decided to get it. And this was $38. I tried the sample in the store and I was like, I have to get it. I have to get it. I mean, it smells so good. It really does. And let me just open it so you can see what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Whipped butter. I see why they call it butter. It's like whipped butter. We're just going to put this like this for now. And like I said, let's see. The Fenty Skin Butter Drop was 38 bucks. This was definitely a good purchase. I also got the Fenty Skin Fat Water Pore Refining Toner. It's supposed to be like a 2-in-1. It refines the pores and it also deals with hyperpigmentation and it keeps the skin nice and tight. I haven't tried this as yet. So I can't wait to try the Fenty Skin Fat Water Toner. I can't wait to try that. As a matter of fact, I'll try it tonight. Let you know what I think about it. And let's see, how much was the fat toner? Fat water, where you at? The Fenty Skin Fat Water Toner was 30 bucks. And let's see what else we got. And of course, I had to get some more of her Fenty lip glosses. This is in, I think it's Fussy if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Fussy. I already opened the box and I already started using it. Don't. It's good stuff. Definitely good stuff. All right, let's see what else we've got. When it comes down to the foundation, I switch up from time to time depending on the weather, what my skin is doing, and what my skin requires. I've learned, like in the past, how to just basically fulfilling the request of what your skin needs, if that makes any sense. I just like, some days my skin is like, give me the medium coverage. Some days my skin is like, give me the light coverage. You know what I'm saying? Give me the just a concealer, so to speak, or maybe just a CC's, or maybe just a BB cream. So it all depends. This right here is what I'm wearing right now, because I know most of you are like, what are you wearing, Tammy, on your face? I am wearing Pat McGrath. Yes, I am. Pat McGrath Labs is the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. This right here is supposed to be medium coverage, but in my opinion, it's definitely buildable. It leaves your skin not feeling weighed down with foundation. We all know there are foundations that leaves your skin feeling really like, I can't wait to get back home and wash this thing off. It looks good, but I can't wait to wash it off. And better yet, for my acne prone sufferers out there, I know by the time I take this makeup off, I'm gonna have, if not one, a couple pimples. You just know. Because it feels so clogging to the pores. But this right here is some good quality stuff. They're $68 a box. It lasts pretty long because, like I said before, once you get your skin to where it needs to be, you're not going to need a lot of foundation. So a couple pumps. Now, I get this shade in, it's the medium deep 23 and 24. I have a yellow undertone, yes. But during the summertime, I tan just like everybody else. So I need to mix the 23 with the 24. During the winter months, however, when the tan comes off, I could rock out with just a 23, which is what I'm wearing right now. No need for the 24, just a 23. And in order to get that perfect complexion, especially during the summer, that perfect match, I need to mix both of them. Yeah, it's somewhat of an investment, but like I said, you don't need to go in heavy with a lot of foundation, especially during the summertime anyway, because who wants their face to be weighed down with so much foundation? You're just going to sweat it off. Right now, I'm just rocking the 23. Medium deep today, as you see. And yeah, it's some good stuff. I know I always pay $68, but I'm just gonna double check to make sure. $68 a box. Yes, it is. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. And let me see. I also have some Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation. Now this is full coverage. Some days you want that full coverage. I haven't been using it a lot like I used to in the past, but I figured, you know what, I just pick up some Lock-It foundation just to keep it on hand, and you know, maybe I might want to use it one day, who knows. This is in Deep 71, or should I say this is Deep Warm 71. It's funny because when I went back this time to Sephora, I couldn't remember what my color or complexion was, because prior to purchasing it this time around in this Sephora haul, it's been years since I've used Kat Von D. And when I got there, I'm like, I want me some Kat Von D. You know what? Let me just pick it up. So I did, and the girl was like, try Deep 71 or try Deep Warm 71. And she did like a little facial swatch, and it seemed like it matched, but we all know how it is. In the stores, you get one complexion going on, and when you come outside in public, you're like, oh my God, this is not a match. This is not a perfect match. It looks different. Another thing is, when you do your makeup, you do it in the house, the lighting is different. I'm going to tell you what my mom taught me. Get a mirror, stand in front of a window with light. Take that mirror, hold it up to your face. I'm trying to find something that could imitate a mirror. We're going to use this box right here. This is your mirror. You're going to stand your back against the natural light, have that light come in while you're looking in the mirror, and you want to check to make sure everything is on point. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to mommy. And I also picked up some more of the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna, obviously the Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation, Longwear Foundation. This also is medium coverage, and I got this in 410. I also sometimes pick it up in 400. Sometimes I do a little mix and match and, you know, situation going on depending on the season. But nevertheless, you gotta have some Fenty Beauty by Rihanna. I love this foundation as well. It's good for concealing, highlighting, contouring, and retouching. This was recommended to me by one of the Sephora girls who worked there. I told her I was looking for a concealer. Basically, I was looking at the Pat McGrath concealers, and she was like, you know something, try this one instead. She's like, do you want to brighten up your under eyes, or do you just want like some, like, you know, something, I want something that's going to brighten me on up for them days that I don't get enough sleep. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, give it a try. And it's supposed to be super coverage. Hopefully it doesn't feel heavy. According to her, it doesn't feel heavy, because I definitely specified that I don't want anything feeling heavy on my face. I just want to feel lightweight and natural. And yeah, that's it. I'll let you guys know what I think about this as well. Because listen here, I was using the LA Girl Pro Concealer. Still use it. There's nothing wrong with it. In fact, I'm wearing it today, and it gets the job done. They're about, I know the price went up over time. You get them from the beauty supply store and you're good to go. That's one thing with me. I mix and match, so everything. I shop high end. I shop any and everything. You know, I mix and match, because sometimes things work best when you mix and match them. I'm not gonna be like a person that's only gonna stick to only using this particular brand or this. No, when you mix and match, things sometimes work out better. I also have the Urban Decay D-Slick Oil Control Makeup Setting Spray. I didn't put on any today, but yes, in a lot of my videos I do wear it from time to time, simply because you want that makeup. I have oily skin. On some days it's a little bit more oilier than some, and who wants to be blotting powder and blotting towels and all this stuff trying to, no. So this right here, it keeps the oil production down. And let's see, the D-Slick is, let's see, 15 bucks. It comes in a bigger box as well, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I have the bigger one if I'm not mistaken. But this one right here, I think I picked it up along the aisles when you're about to check out, was 15 bucks. And I also got their all-nighter. I I have about maybe 3 bottles still going. I just grab any bottle. They're not finished. I just grab it, and I like to keep it on hand. I went out and got an extra one, and this was 15 as well. Let me tell you something. This Urban Decay all-nighter long-lasting makeup setting spray, I'm wearing it right now. When I tell you, sometimes 12 hours. I know you're not supposed to keep makeup on your face for a long time, but with my lifestyle and what I do, sometimes I'm wearing makeup from sunup to sundown to sunup to sunup again until I wash my face and put some fresh makeup on. But this right here, it holds your girl down. It's the Urban Decay all-nighter, and it definitely works and holds me down all night. Now here's the thing. Let's see. I got some samples out of Macy. It's the Teals Creamy Eye Treatment with avocado. I'm going to start using this tonight because I think I have some Tatcha rice, what is it, rice water. I can't remember if it's eye cream or if it's just dewy skin cream, but I don't use it. A lot of times we get these samples, we don't use them. But I told myself, you know something, girl, start using your samples. And you know, if you use your samples and you realize that they're working great for you, then you're going to want to invest in the larger size or larger quantity. We have the Teals Cream Eye Treatment with avocado. I'm going to start using that tonight. They also gave me the Ultra Facial Cream, which is a 24-hour daily lightweight hydrating formula for healthy looking skin. It has glacial glycoprotein in there. And we also got the Ultra Facial Cleanser, and this is what that looks like. So let's see what it do. Alrighty, when it comes to the lippies, the lips, the puckaroos, the smooches, I want to use, let's say, maybe something like natural made products, especially when it comes so close to your, like, you know, it's on your lips. So sometimes from time to time you forget that you're wearing lipstick or you're eating. You're gonna ingest it. Let's be real. It's gonna get in your teeth, and you're gonna like literally it gets on your tongue, and then you're gonna swallow it. All right. So let's try to be a little bit more cautious. So a lot of times I try to be a little bit more cautious with what I put on my lips. If it's not like Fenty Beauty, I definitely use my products right here. I use these more so now than anything else. As a matter of fact, this is what I'm wearing today as we speak. These are by the brand Sabella. It's wellness inspiring beauty. Sabella. And it's offered by a company by the name of Melaleuca. I have like so many other colors inside. I can bring them all out. On some days I like to rock the lipstick, or should I say I put my pencil on first, put the lipstick on top, follow it on up with some lip gloss, some little extra color like on the inner part of the lip, and then I just follow it on up with my gloss. So it could be nice and glossy and your girl could be popping. And yeah, I'm gonna link in the description bar of all of these products. Definitely give it a try. It's a membership based company, but if you get involved, it's like a Costco's, all right, minus the high membership fee. It's only $1 to sign up, or should I say it's only $1 for the year, and you get to use your membership and get these great member discount prices. They're not expensive at all. As a matter of fact, a lot of the cleaning products that I use, which is going to be in another video, a clean with me video, I get it from this particular company because I'm more so gearing towards environmentally safe products. And that's basically it. We covered skincare. We covered, let's see, what we use to keep our skin intact as far as cleansers, along with the different products that I use to keep it glowing and popping. And we didn't get to really cover or touch bases on everything that I do use in the shower, minus the Bumpy cream. When it comes down to the soap, I love to use body wash. And with the body wash, I also go in with my scrunchie, so to speak, or exfoliant towel. I wet it on up, add that soap to the exfoliant towel, and we exfoliate every single day. Get all of those dead cells out of here. Dead cells, you're out of here. And I follow up with my creams, of course. I follow up with my body scrub, along with, if your girl is feeling a little sore in the shower, my Dr. Teals Epsom salt But the only difference is, right, let's say if you don't have a bathtub or you don't feel like taking a bath, so to speak, not a shower but a bath, and you just want to get the areas, but you're like, I don't want to sit in my bathtub, I don't feel like getting down there today, or whatever the situation may have you, or you only have a stand-up shower. Let's face it, some bathrooms only have a stand-up shower. You can simply get the pre-mixed Dr. Teals products. It's already mixed. I guess they mix it with not only water but oil, so it has like an oil base as well. This smells so delightful. It's the Dr. Teals Aromatherapy Sleep Body Scrub. When I tell you, if like, I'm on the computer a lot, of course, because you guys know I do a lot of edits and a lot of different things pertaining to the computer, and every now and then my neck is sore. I get in that shower, let that hot water run on my neck, take a good handful of the Dr. Teals, and I go in. And by the time I'm done, all of the soreness is gone. Not to mention, I may bother hubby once in, you know, a couple times for the week. Babe, get me right here, please, get me right. And he go in and he massaging everything. But for the most part, I do my part while I'm in the shower. And when I come out, of course, I get that full body rub down, that full body massage. Hey. And once I'm done, like I said, you use your soap of your choice, your body wash with that exfoliant towel, followed by your if you need your little Epsom salt, whatever situation, you get that done. And once I am done rinsing off all that stuff, I like to go in with my Dove. OMG. This Dove Body Love Age Embrace Pre-Cleanse Shower Butter. It has a peptide serum in there and it's pure glycerin. I used the blue one as well, but they didn't have any more of the blue one and I'm out of it. But once I get my hands on it, as a matter of fact, the blue one was the first one that I was introduced to. How was I introduced to it? I went to Walmart, took my little nosy self, and I looked on the shelves and I saw this pre-cleanse shower butter. Now here's the thing, you're supposed to pretty much put this on your body first and then you rinse it off, and then you put your shower gel on and then you rinse that off. No, I do it in reverse. Soap, lather on up first, rinse that off, and then I follow up obviously with my body scrubs, rinse that on off, and then I follow up with this, because once I once I post rinse this off, so to speak, once I rinse this off, I want to be smelling like what's in this jar. All right, because what's in this jar smells delightful. Not only does it make your skin feel so moist and so soft, it's like it leaves that slip feeling where you're like, whoa. It's some good stuff, guys. Definitely give it a try. It's made by Dove. It's Body Love, and it's in order to look right and age gracefully, you got to start these things while you're at least, I would say, like in your 20s. You got to start. And it's better to start sooner than later. Once I'm done, you get out the shower, you pat yourself dry. I like to follow up with my Cerave cream from time to time as well. It's their SA cream for rough and bumpy skin. And it has salicylic acid in there as well. So you know how you use salicylic acid for your acne treatment or your acne breakouts? This is for your skin. No, I've never had acne on my skin, thank God. However, it does get the skin feeling right. Every now and then your elbows might feel a little crustified, so you want to use this stuff right here. It's just a cream that you leave on your skin, and over time it just gets the skin feeling nice and right. Once I'm done, I like to follow up with this guy right here, the Bumpy brightening cream. Get it all over. And sometimes I also like to use my Lubriderm Advanced Therapy Intensely Hydrating Extra Dry Skin Fragrance Free Formula, simply because right now we are in the colder months and the skin needs all that extra moisture that it can possibly get. Listen, ever put something on and you go outside and you're like, what happened? Like, why am I looking dry as if I didn't lotion up? How embarrassing is that? So this right here holds down the fort. This is like my first year using this, but so far it's been treating your girl right. So right now we are besties, of course. So plus my kids, they also have like a slight touch of eczema as well. So the fragrance free gets the job done while moisturizing the skin as well. That concludes my skincare haul. Thank you so much for kicking it with me for so long. I know it's been a minute. It's probably like this video is going to be a long one, but it's going to be so well worth it. And like I said, you never know who you're going to be helping out there. And nevertheless, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm your girl Tammy, TCAM for life. Definitely hit that subscribe button on your way out. Turn on your notification bell so you'll be the first to be notified of when I upload. And I will catch you guys in another video. Talk to you later. Bye, guys.